Welcome everyone to this new video. Now as it's Halloween right now, it is currently the spooky season. And with it being the spooky season, people tend to do things related to horror, like go trick-or-treating, dressing up, summoning devils and demons, and doing Ouija board shit, all that kind of crap. Now, the most common thing people do around this time is watch horror films. People usually watch horror films like Halloween, Chucky, Freddy, and Monster House, which is a masterpiece by the way. But what's a good Halloween film that can be scary, but also appropriate for families, and also be watched on Christmas time? Well, there is a film from the good old Mouse Corporation, and from the visionary director himself, Tim Burton, and that film is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now before I talk about this film, I know it has the word Christmas in the title. Most of the film takes place in a town called Halloween Town, and the first song in this film is literally called This Is Halloween, so stop calling it a Christmas film, it's a Halloween film. Anyway, The Nightmare Before Christmas is about a skeleton named Jack Skellington, or Skeleton, I don't know how you pronounce it, who is the ruler of the pumpkin patch and lives in Halloween Town, and he's in charge of their yearly Halloween celebration. After many years have passed, Jack starts to become tired of his life and doing the same thing over and over again. After walking out of town, he discovers Christmasland and instantly falls in love with the Christmas theme and magic. He returns home and wants to bring Christmas to Halloween Town, and everyone is fascinated and wants on board. However, one monster named Sally, who has a crush on Jack, has doubts about Christmas and warns Jack about the dangers. Jack ignores Sally's advice and ends up kidnapping Santa Claus so he can become Santa himself. Jack brings Santa to the antagonist of the film, Oogie Boogie. Jack ends up delivering the presents to the children, but instead of giving them shit like PlayStations, Fortnite figures, and Epic Gaming PCs, he gives them stuff like snakes and other horror shit. He then realizes that Christmas just isn't for him, and he should appreciate what he already had in life. Now before I talk about this film, I want to bring up that this film wasn't technically directed by Tim Burton, as he was too busy directing his Batman film, and the film was instead directed by Henry Selick, who directed films like James and the Giant Peach, Coraline, and this weird film called Monkey Bone with Brendan Fraser.
They got a loose caboose on the board. The lady got a loose caboose on board. Get on the Julie train on board. Miss Julie Juice and Beauty train. My Julie's got a booty.
You have humiliated me in public for the last time.
Weird. But Tim still had a major hand with writing the story and designing the characters and just creating the general concept of The Nightmare Before Christmas, as this film was based on a poem he wrote while he was working at Disney, and the poem has some really good resemblance to the actual film, so he did have somewhat of an involvement in the film. Now, how is the actual film? Is it a Halloween classic, or is it a piece of shit? Well, let's talk about the good aspects. First of all, the music in this film is phenomenal and incredible. I can't express how good the musical numbers are. They all fit every scene so well and are amazingly performed. The main composer of this film, Danny Elfman, who composed a lot of Tim Burton films, did a phenomenal job here. Each and every song is great, and it doesn't sound like the songs are added to move the story along or just for filler. Songs like Halloween, What's This, Kidnap Santa Claus, Making Christmas, and Oogie Boogie song are incredibly memorable. The way Danny Elfman wrote the songs is Tim Burton basically described the scene and he wrote it. It sounds really good, and he said that he loved working on this film, that's one of his best jobs yet. Also on another note, the main character Jack has technically two voice actors. His main speaking role is voiced by Chris Sarandon, who you may know from The Princess Bride, but his singing voice is actually by Danny Elfman himself. I don't know why Danny Elfman didn't just voice Jack himself, but he's not really an actor I guess, so it makes sense why he just sung. Danny had such an involvement in the film that he's actually credited as an associate producer. I don't know if he produced much, but he did an amazing job with the music in this film, it's amazing. Another great aspect of this film is the animation. This is hands down one of the greatest looking stop motion films of all time. Each character here looks very diverse and has such unique designs. This is a film that could have only worked in stop motion and just wouldn't have looked good if it was in 2D or even 3D. And the sets are all amazing and stunning here. The town of Halloween Town is truly something you can only see in a Tim Burton film. It has such a creepy and scary vibe that truly makes it feel like a Halloween film. And the sets and design for Christmas Town is a huge contrast. Christmas Town looks beautiful and gives off a fantastic Christmas vibe. The stop motion animators did a phenomenal job here. Each and every set looks amazing, and the character designs are some of the best. Like I said, each character design is so unique and diverse. They've all got these great shapes to them. They're either really small or humongous, and they are amazing. I love the character designs. Now, while I have been praising this film so far, it does have some issues. Honestly, the story here isn't the best. At points, it can just be very boring, and a lot of the time, I was just waiting for the next musical number to come on. And the dialogue can feel off at some points. I don't really know how to describe it, but the dialogue and writing is just very simple and plain, which isn't a terrible thing. I like that it's nice and simple, but it really could have been better. It just kind of feels a wee bit lazy. I don't know, that's just my opinion. And some of the characters are honestly not the best, and don't have a lot of screen time. Oogie Boogie could have been a great villain. He has an amazing voice and has such a great singing talent, but he barely has any screen time and comes off as a forgettable villain. I forgot he was in the film most of the time, to be honest. And the other sort of villain is Dr. Finkelstein, who created Sally so he can have a woman in his life. That's pretty sad, bro, I'm not gonna lie. Just get a real woman. He is sort of an antagonist, but doesn't have much of an impact on the film. But originally, he was supposed to have a much larger role in the film. He would have been Oogie Boogie in disguise, shown in this deleted scene right here.
What? Now you've done it, Jack! You meddling stick figure! You've crossed the line this time, Jack! I'm Oogie Boogie! You haven't beaten me yet! There's no monster scarier, meaner, hungrier!
Dr. Finkelstein, what are you doing?
I kinda wish they went with this route since it would have been very interesting, but they cut it, so yeah. He's an character. I wish he had more screen time though. The main character Jack is pretty good. Both the actors do a really good job and his motivations kinda make sense. He's just bored and wants something new in life, that's it. But I do find it pretty funny when he becomes Santa and he's delivering the presents and he assumes that all the children are screaming in joy when really they're all just fucking terrified. And Jack probably traumatized most of these children by life. But hey, he's having fun, so it's grand. Other characters like Sally, the mayor, the wacky floating dog sidekick, and Santa are really good characters and have great designs. Sally resembles a Frankenstein creation. The mayor here is literally two-faced, which I think is hilarious and a nice little nod. The dog is a dead dog. And Santa is also a really good character. Also, fun fact, Santa was supposed to be voiced by Vincent Price, who apparently was Tim Burton's idol growing up. But apparently when he was recording lines, he just sounded not that good, to be honest. Mainly because his wife passed away a while before, so he probably just didn't sound like, you know, the type of jolly person that would play Santa. But the other actor does a great job playing Santa. And Oogie Boogie does have a really good song in the film and has some really good animation movements. And it's pretty cool that at the end, he's just revealed to be a bunch of bugs in a sack. Like I said, he's an okay villain. I wish he had more screen time though. Now for my final thoughts here. The film does have some flaws, like weird dialogue and the story being pretty bland. The main story and theme of the film is basically just some skeleton dude learning to appreciate what he has in life. It may not be deep, but it is simple and I respect that. But the main great aspects are the animation and the musical numbers. They are genuinely fantastic and some of the best stop motion I've ever seen in an animated film. And these songs are incredibly memorable, and I still hear them today. They are great to listen to. It's honestly the perfect film to watch during Halloween, and even during Christmas. It's very uncommon that you see films that are both Halloween and Christmas films. So good job to the team for making a pretty swag Halloween film. Before I end off this video, I would like to bring on SweetkryZaan to have them talk about their opinions on The Nightmare Before Christmas, and if they think it's a Halloween classic or not. Take it away, SweetkryZaan.
Damn it! Wait a minute. Hold on. This isn't my channel. Jeez, I guess the door really did lead somewhere. Oh, hi. My name is Cry, or SweetkryZaan, and I have no idea how I got here. But what I do know is I fell through a door, and now I have the sudden urge to talk about The Nightmare Before Christmas. Which is quite weird. I still don't know where I am. Anyways, you want to know a weird fact I found out while trying to figure this out? I don't know. Did you know that the entire soundtrack was created before the film was? Like, that possibly was like really tricky now that I think about it. Like, imagine making a soundtrack for something that you like have no idea where it could lead story-wise. I'm sure that was really difficult for production to work with. So that's a fact that I'm guessing you probably didn't know about. Anyways, to actually get my point across, or at least to point out why I'm here to give my own opinion about The Nightmare Before Christmas. Or at least to answer the question, is it a classic? Personally, yes. Yes, I do think it's one of those movies, you know, that you constantly watch, you know a lot about. Now, it's one of those movies that you tend to watch during the holiday season, which I'm guessing that's where the debate comes from, if it's a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie. But I have a personal bias because it's like one of my favorite stop motion films besides like Coraline. But also it's got like an amazing soundtrack. Like, who doesn't want to listen to This Is Halloween on repeat? Like, I know I do. Now, I do want to point out that I know some individuals are going to argue that there are better movies out there, and there probably is. I mean, shit, like, this isn't even actually, like, my favorite movie. Like, my favorite movie is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Yeah, but, you know, because we're asking the question, is it a classic? Yes. Yes, it is. Now, I have to figure out my way out of here. I still don't know where I am, but I have to get back to my channel and figure out the shit show of a rebranding that I'm working on. I will see y'all wherever I will appear next. If you want to come over to my channel, I highly appreciate it. I post a lot of art videos, some commentary videos, yada yada yada. I'm pretty sure whoever's channel this is, or what, you know, we'll explain that and leave all my links in the description. Now, I gotta go. I gotta find my way out of here. Alright, bye. Where the hell is that damn door?
Thank you for sharing your opinion. Everyone, make sure to check out SweetkryZaan on Twitter. They make some phenomenal art. They even drew this Halloween profile pic of me. Look how swag I look. And make sure to check out their YouTube channel, which will all be linked down below. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure to stay safe during Halloween and don't do anything stupid. Hope you all have a swag one, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.